Welcome to Cardboard Investments. In this video, I want to be going through all of the sealed Magic the Gathering product that I purchased between Black Friday and the end of the holiday season in December. I bought about $10,000 worth of product. I want to take a look at what I paid for these products and what they could be sold for now on eBay. Moving forward, there are four things I want to continue to look at on a bi-weekly basis for now. Things may change. One, the lowest available price on TCG Player. Next, the total amount available for sale on TCG Player, and while I'm well aware that this is not an exact breakdown of the supply, as somebody could have 3 boxes for sale, sell them, and then just list 3 more, it's at least something to look at. Third is going to be the average of the last 3 buy it now eBay sales, and then lastly, I'd like to take a look at the expected value of each set as it moves over time. I'm going to strictly be doing all of this for the sets that are out of print. The ones that are still in print, even though I bought some product for them, we're going to wait till that phases out. I'm going to start here with Return to Ravnica. The number to the left of the set symbols is how many of each item I purchased, and the FPs underneath the symbols indicates that it was a fat pack. The prices of these ended up being pretty decent at $88 for the box when they're going for $105 on eBay. It puts me pretty close to break even if I were to sell it on eBay today. That was really the target for the majority of my purchases, so that moving forward, any gains, I would capitalize 100% of them. So if the box moves up $10, I'll end up making $850 or $870, the roughly 12, after paying the 12% fees that are associated with selling on eBay, as the shipping fees will stay fixed. One thing you'll notice here is that the box EV of Return to Ravnica and Gatecrash are both higher than the price for which they can be purchased. The only other set I saw this in was Masters 25, and honestly I couldn't find it anywhere else, so this might be something worth keeping an eye on. Next is Theros block. Didn't really find any Theros at a good enough price for me to purchase. I did pick up the Born of the Gods and Journey into Nyx fat packs, which were pretty well priced at $25. I do think that being able to pick up a fat pack at $25 for anything that's out of print is going to be pretty good long term. Cons of Tarkir, one I really wish I had some product of, as it is a very popular, very liked draft format from the past. That said, all I was able to get my hands on was a couple of Dragons of Tarkir at a pretty good price, $89 when they're going for $110 on eBay. This should be already ahead, right on the spot. Shadows of Innistrad, pretty good price at $90. eBay going for $110, so I'm probably ahead on that one already. Eldritch Moon, not quite the case. I'm probably down on that one. I'm definitely down on that one. And the prices were going for a little higher a while back, and they've seemed to be coming down. A couple were going for $180 before, $180, $190. Now it's at $165. This is one of those reasons why I want to be tracking this stuff just out of the sheer entertainment. One thing to notice, though, is that here we do have a supply of only 36 for the Eldritch Moon. Also, I think Dragons of Tarkir had a lower supply compared to the rest of the stuff that we've looked at so far. Kaladesh, probably one where I'm very close to being even relative to the eBay pricing. I would say that, 12 plus, let's say 9 is $21, $28 from here. We're probably down about 5%, maybe 3%, 4%, something like that. Nothing too crazy. One thing to take note is that, again, this Kaladesh has a pretty low supply as far as supplies go on TCG Player. On to Amonkhet and the invocations that seem to be fairly polarizing. Versus eBay, we got a pretty good price. Compared to TCG Player, not so good. And it's a little odd sometimes. Same situation with the Hour of Devastation. 102 on eBay, but 88 on TCG. It makes me really wonder whether my 76.50. I mean, my 76.50 price is good, but I don't know how good it is if it's going for 88 still in TCG Player. Now, as far as the fat packs for these, that they have to be a slam dunk price-wise. It's mainly the Amonkhet ones, because every fat pack has 10 packs, and I was able to get the fat packs at essentially the price of a quarter box, and they're obviously worth more than that. I do think it's the same situation. $25 for a fat pack is pretty good. Even in the Hour of Devastation, it does come with 10 packs, even though that is let's say a more subpar set, at least as far as it's viewed by the public. This was the beginning of a few of my errors. Ixalan. especially Rivals of Ixalan, or specifically Rivals of Ixalan, is I purchased that one maybe 1 a.m. as soon as Black Friday hit, and it turns out that it was listed at $80. Unfortunately, the website that I bought these from charged me tax, so all of a sudden the price was $86. At $80, it's pretty good. At $86, clearly I can get it for $87 on TCG Player. Not great. Ixalan, I did buy at a different point in time, so that one I almost bought to counteract my Rivals of Ixalan stuff here, just so that I could sell it together as maybe a package in the future. But that said, not paying attention to the taxes really hurt me here, and it happens again in the future, as that was not the only box I purchased from that store. Ravnica Allegiance here, again, was listed at $75. Taxes brought it up to $80, and it's still okay. It's fine as a price, but $75 would be much better. $80 I might be able to get a year from now, a year and a half from now, because the set's still in print. Probably shouldn't have been buying things that were still in print and were going to be in print for another year. That said, I did it. No big deal. Just 3 boxes at $240. I'm not sure that I would be able to find it for less than $80 in the future, but that's it. All right, here with the Magic Origins at $25. Seems like a very good deal. I would have bought more. The problem is they don't seemingly sell that often on eBay, even though there is a very low supply of this on TCG Player, and it seems like it would be a very good deal at $25. The rest of it, Dominaria, considered to be one of the best draft format by many people, and on top of that, the 126 on eBay versus my 108, pretty much close to already even. War of the Spark, same situation. I thought it was 75, turned out to be 80. That's okay. The Eldraine at 86, catastrophe, because I thought that was 80, ended up being 86 with tax. So War of the Spark and Eldraine here both carried that tax, and Eldraine is probably the one that really came out the worst. I mean, that for sure I'll be able to get for $80. I could probably get it for $80 now if I really did a bit of searching, but it's fine. Did it. Try not to do it again. Iconic Masters, probably even right out the gate. Masters 25, on the other hand, again with the tax situation. I thought I was paying $180. Even at $180, I'd still be down a bit. But at $193, this is brutal. The box probably has to hit, what, $220 for me to break even at $190? The $193 that I'm at, so the box has to go up 10% so that I could be even on this, assuming that I'm selling it on eBay. Not necessarily selling all the stuff on eBay. Could sell it locally, you never know. But it doesn't help the situation. Secret Lair, initially I wasn't going to buy these, as I don't think that there's a lot of value in cards when you know what's inside, which is funny because the next 3 sets here, you already know what's inside of them before you buy them. But once they added the random Planeswalkers, it changes everything. It's more, it has that little bit of a gambling aspect, fun to opening it. You never know what you're getting, even though for the most part there's not really that many different things you can get. But it does add to the value of the product. As far as Brawl and Commander go, it's going to really bring down the numbers, as these products are still available in stores for prices pretty close to what I paid for them. Not really a big deal unless you're going to just look at raw numbers and not analyze the fact that these are much longer term holds. Now, as far as the Brawl goes, you could actually just sell the sets as 4, or not as 4, but it's individually instead of 4. And when I looked it up before I started filming, they were all going for roughly $25. So you could actually get $100 for the 4. Probably got to pay a little bit more in shipping since you're breaking it up into 4 shipments. That said, something to keep in mind, as it would help out with the final numbers, which let's get to. Real quick before we go through the numbers, there is a box of Dark Ascension which I purchased for $115, which got hit with the tax, which brought it to, I believe, $123. So still okay. I think they're going for about $130, $140. And as far as the results go, we have a value of about $12,243 in product that we paid $10,182 for. Now, if I were to try and sell all of this today between fees and calculating, 12% fees and $7 per item shipping, we'd be down $304. A lot of these items I purchased are still in print or pretty new, so it's going to skew these numbers a little bit. All I care about moving forward is seeing how this progresses, as well as any correlations there may be between pricing on eBay and TCG Player, or possibly the supply currently listed for sale on TCG Player, or the EV of a sealed box of product. By the way, the program or website that I used for the EV of these was Echo MTG. That's going to do it here for this video. If you have any suggestions for me for something maybe I did wrong, got wrong, or that you think I should be doing, please put it down below. The plan moving forward is to look at the sets that have moved. So if things don't really change, I'm not going to talk about it. It's not going to be me going through every single one every week or every other week. And I will be putting out videos in between those. I think the next one I'm going to put out is looking at the actual set EVs of all of the products that have come out since Return to Ravnica. I think you might be surprised to notice that, well, they all look pretty good as far as uptrends go. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.